Hi, I'm Flat Hat Associate News Editor Ariel Cohen here with Rebecca Silverstein for another edition of Batgirl. So, Rebecca, what have you been up to recently?
Let's see. So we just finished fall break, and I went to my friend's cabin. It was like 3.5 hours away in the middle of nowhere. I don't really know Virginia that well because I'm an out-of-stater, but it was really fun. We played some pretty intense bingo at the community center, or the fire station. We did a hike, carved a pumpkin, all good fall break things. So yeah.
Wow, that sounds like a really interesting fall break to have. Definitely a good relaxation time. But so what are you looking forward to in this upcoming month?
Let's see. Well, homecoming is approaching, and it's really fun now as a senior as you have friends every year that can just keep coming back, and I need places to crash. And so actually some people who have done these interviews before, like Kaveh, Taylor, I know Philip, Adrian, and then in my sorority there are a lot of seniors coming back, so I'm really excited to see all them. And I got to know a lot of those graduates through this organization called SOMOs that I've been involved in.
SOMOs.
Yeah, so it's kind of a combination of medical outreach and sociological research. It's an academic seminar, but also a trip to the Dominican Republic every year over winter break, and then also we send people on spring break and during the summer also.
So how has your experience been with that?
Oh, pretty wonderful. I don't know, I was a senior interviewer for the admission office this summer, and I probably brought up SOMOS in at least every other interview that I gave to the student of like experiences that have really shaped me as a person in the college, because Dr. Day is just such a wonderful person, and I've gotten to meet with him you know, individually so many times since first semester of my freshman year, and then these people in the group that just really care about like the underlying public health issues going on in this community, and then they come from all different majors, so it's just a really wonderful group to be a part of, and then work with the community in the Dominican Republic towards solving some of these issues.
So what first piqued your interest in public health, especially in the Dominican Republic?
Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of intriguing. So I knew I wanted to come in pre-med, but I had no idea what I wanted to major in. And I was like, oh, well, William & Mary is perfect because I can explore a lot of different things. I took classes in sociology, some kinesiology courses, but it was really getting into SOMOS about a month or so into my freshman year, and going to the seminar and discussing all these different issues, and I realized that like having that doctor-patient relationship is really great, but I also want to be a part of something that, you know, addresses more people at one time and looks critically at the system and, you know, other social, cultural factors. So that's kind of what got me hooked.
That's really interesting. So now a lot of people aren't entirely aware of what public health is.
Me neither. I don't know what I'm saying.
So, no, it's very interesting, but maybe if you could just tell us a little bit about what people who go into careers in public health, what would you actually do?
Okay, well, great question. Still trying to figure that out. But hopefully for me, the first step would be medical school, and then hopefully getting my master's in public health. And I might get that, you know, a couple more years down the road if there's one issue that I am really passionate about. So maybe something involving, I don't know, neonatal nutrition is one random example. And then I could apply that to different research. And so I know a lot of my mom's coworkers, they are emergency room pediatricians, but they also do a lot of research on the side, so they get these really great grants to work on issues that they really care about.
Oh, that's really cool.
Don't know if that helps, but
yeah, no, definitely. So within the Office of Community Engagement, I know you did a lot of work on the TedX conference.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about that?
Sure. So it was, even though I was a part of it from the beginning, there were so many other people that had a really influential role, like Anna Mahalik, who graduated, Kaveh also. He was the one that kind of brought us all together, and he actually came back last year to be the MC of the event, so that was really cool. But it kind of just started with conversations with the administration, kind of getting people on board, bringing in different groups of students, so having representation from OCE, but also the business school, and different departments on campus, different professors and stuff like that. So kind of building from this cohort of people And last year, the first TEDx, TED has these guidelines that you can only have 100 people at the first conference, but we're currently in the works of sending either a professor or administrator to a TED conference, so an official TED conference, and that's so we can really expand it over the years, kind of have no boundaries, no limits, but
That's pretty
it's
cool.
it's a really amazing process, and I think it really represents what William & Mary is all about, because you have, people who are so passionate about all these ideas, and they're involved in all these different things that are interconnected, and then they just want to share it with others and get others excited about that kind of work.
So what was one of your favorite speakers from the TEDx event on campus?
Let's see. I thought Adam Stackhouse did a really great job because he's a William & Mary alum, so that's always great. And I had gotten to meet him through different other contexts before, so I kind of knew a little bit what he was about. And
What did he speak about?
he spoke about kind of videography, and he does this thing called AV Adventure, so it's something that's all, you're listening to a whole dialogue, and everyone is silent, but let's say if it was on the William & Mary campus, and we've had some here, you'd go to different spots on campus, and you'd have like these different actors. It's all a pre-recorded thing, but I'm not doing a very good job. It can be historically themed, or about different parts of the college, things like that. So they did one year that had statues come alive. So we kind of talked about that, different uses of the media, how it's important in different contexts today, like education or getting people involved. So it's kind of cool that something that innovative came from William & Mary.
Yeah. Wow. Well, it sounds like you've seen a lot of different sides of William & Mary during your time here.
I've tried to.
And most recently, you worked as a senior admissions interviewer.
Yes.
Over
that
the
was
summer.
Quite a summer. It always attracts a really great group of people, in my biased opinion. But it's just a very outgoing group. People I had known, people I didn't know, got to know a lot better. And I know it was just really great to be in the admission office, because coming as a student who was originally waitlisted at William & Mary,
Yeah.
to having the person who accepted me at the college be my boss for the summer.
Now that you're a senior, I guess looking back on your 4 years, so throw your own question against you. What is something that happened to you, or you've witnessed, or you've been a part of on this campus that you've been very proud of, but you won't talk about in the job application process?
Let's see. Well, throughout high school, I never really felt like I was a part of one particular friend group. I kind of just like made friends with people from random groups and really loved that, but at the same time I wasn't so sure. I was like, well, is this what's really supposed to be happening? But then when I came to William & Mary, I realized how much of a good thing that is, and so I really tried to reach out to different groups of people all over campus. And maybe I didn't have the best background in something, but I explored an interest in social entrepreneurship and met really cool people through that. And so definitely one of my favorite things that I'm proud of, but I'm also really looking forward to about senior year, is kind of getting to interconnect all those different friend groups, from SOMOs to sorority to my freshman hall, and all the other random people that I've gotten to meet along the way. Kind of, I guess, proud of my ability to bring people together. If that doesn't sound self-conceited, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Rebecca, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. And if
Thank
you
you.
have anybody you'd like to see on That Guy or That Girl, please email the Flat Hat online.